G'day guys, Kaleidow here, and today I'm going to be doing a speed build of a recreation of the Up house, which is one of my favorite movies ever. Up, and it's actually one of those movies that made me cry so much, but I had so much fun recreating this, and I'm really happy with how it ended up being. And yeah, also, hello again. I know it's been a month, it feels like forever, or maybe it's been 2 weeks, I can't remember, but I know I have been away, and we're not going to talk about that, but I just want to say hello, and I am going to be back, and I'm making videos again. I've decided to not continue with university for the rest of the year. I'm actually finished with uni for the rest of the year. It starts next year, but I have a feeling I'm going to defer just so that I can focus on videos and not stress about everything. I've had too much on my plate, but anyways, enough of all of that in real life stuff. I just miss you guys, and this is sort of a comeback video, something I have been working on that I'm very passionate about. I always feel like when I have a break from YouTube, which I don't want to do again, but whenever I'm coming back, I always find myself playing The Sims, because The Sims is one of those games that just comes really easy to me, and it's my go-to game, and it's the game that got me into gaming in the first place anyway, so I don't know, it's just one of those games that I adore, and that's why I decided to bring this back. I know a lot of you are like, 100 Baby, but I do promise 100 Baby is going to be back with a bang. I'm going to do a subscriber showcase because there has been so much amazing fan art on Facebook, and I'm really excited to show you guys that. But again, I'm talking about other stuff and not about this build. Let's go back to the build. So the reason why this video may be a little bit crazy at points is because I had to speed this up twice. Well, kind of like I had to render it all in one go, and all of the pieces of footage were like sped up to how much they were able to, which is a lot, and I don't know the numbers, of course, but typical Kaleidow. But after I rendered it, I brought it back into my editing software, which is Sony Vegas, and I kind of sped it up, not all the way, but I sped it up a little bit. I didn't want to give you guys a headache, so I'm very sorry if this does make you a little bit sick. I hope it doesn't. That's why I didn't try to speed it up too much. As you can see, going a little bit blurry, and I did make the entire roof, but I decided to change it, and I like the way it looks with 2 stories, not just one. I think it kind of just makes it look more like the movie, and I know that in the movie the house is a bit different, but you know, I'm really happy with how accurate this actually ended up being. And something else, you have all probably noticed by now that I'm using some custom content, which is build mode, and also like little objects and items, which is so cool. I have never really got into build and normal, like, what are they called? What is the other object? I think it's just objects, household items. I haven't really got into CC that has to do with that. I've only been into getting into cast related CC. So I was really happy and excited to use some CC, like the panels of the outside CC. This kitchen is mainly made out of CC, these cupboards and counters, all of the windows. So happy. Basically, the type of CC that I love is Maxis Matchy. I have seen people on Tumblr kind of call it. I really like that name. That's adorable. And oh my goodness, I love this kitchen. This is actually my favorite kitchen I have ever made. And the thing is, I usually love yellow kitchens, like canary yellow, bright, sunny, because I like the idea of being in a kitchen and just being super happy, making all of my food. Especially now that I'm vegan, I just really love bright spaces, like bright kitchens where I can get invigorated and just, I don't know, have fun making food, because I love food. And yes, you can be vegan and love food. That is a thing. I end up going with this lovely light brown. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called Naturals, was the color of the recolor, and I may put down some of the links to the Tumblrs where I found the CC for this website. I'm not going to share you guys my mods folder just because I would be doing wrong to the mod creators who are awesome, and I very muchly admire them. The way that I think it helps them. They have ads on their downloads to download their mods and CC and stuff. So, oh my god, I'm getting a bit confused. But, yeah, I don't want to take away their thunder by just uploading my mods folder. That would be so rude. But I will put down the links for you guys so you can go and see their other stuff, because there's so much amazing things that I just didn't put in my game because I was like, I don't want to have too much. I'm very iffy about CC. I'm just like, if it doesn't look right, I'm going to get mad. Well, I'm not going to get mad, but I'm just going to be a little bit upset and I'm going to take it out immediately. And I know, I'm very glad that I've found some very cool Maxis Matchy CC creators. Very cool indeed. And here is this amazing aqua or turquoise, whatever you want to call it, that I use in the kitchen. I have a little play around with some of the others. I'm pretty sure that is also a modded, like it's a CC version of wall colors. And I love that those piles of books from the kitchen one, the cool kitchen stuff. I love that stuff pack, actually, well, game pack. I don't know. I'm so out of it. I haven't been looking around on the Sims 4 website in a while, but I decided to buy that stuff pack. I'm just gonna call it a stuff pack. Please, apologies if that is wrong, but I really like it. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not actually that great, but I really like the items, like just little things. And I also love that spice rack. When I found that, I was like, oh my goodness, that is amazing. Again, I love Spa Day. I do put one of those drink trays on a table over there, but I get rid of it a bit later on. Now we are getting to the dining room. So this build is very fun. I failed to mention that at the beginning. I love the movie Up, but I didn't want to watch the movie again to see what the inside was like. I know it's a little bit archaic and old styled. I wanted the inside of this house to be fresh, bright, vibrant. So that's what I'm going for. I kind of want it to be a mix of contemporary and, I know, nicks and knacks, and also like old things here and there, but a little bit of a mixture of all those things. So that's sort of what we went for in the dining room, and I love those new CC chairs that I have, and they're all adorable pastel colors. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, you guys definitely need to check out. You need to check out those links that I'm going to put down below. And so far, I haven't had many issues, like any bugs or anything. One thing though is, you guys might see a little bit later on when I try to go down into the basement on accident, it's bugged out. I'm not sure if there's one of my CC objects is making that break, but I don't really use basements at all, so it's okay for now. Later on, when I do need to use a basement for God knows what, I don't know, maybe if I'm having like a horror themed one where I need to be a vampire and be underground, I don't know, but I possibly will have to go through all of my CC one by one. Oh man, I don't want to do that. Who wants to do that? But it's gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna have to use basements eventually. Oh my goodness, and this is not a CC toilet. This is base game, guys. It is bright blue, and I love it because everything in this house is gonna be bright and beautiful and rainbowy because, yeah. Another thing that I failed to mention, I'm just all over the place, sorry guys, I'm too excited to be back and make videos. Another thing I failed to mention was this house isn't just some random house. Of course it's going to be up on the gallery for you guys to download, but it's also going to be the house I'm going to be living in my new LP. sadly, I am going to be going on hiatus for my series, Oh My Goddess and Get to Work are probably going to be on a bit of a hiatus just because I don't feel passionate about them right now. And I feel like The Sims is one of those games that you can't force yourself to play. You kind of just have to be passionate about a story at a time and just go for it while you're passionate. When I was little, I used to write up really cool little whimsical stories for my Sims and make these colorful characters. And that's what this series is going to be. I'm not going to give you guys many more spoilers, but as you can see, the characters are out the front and it's a little bit of a sneak peek. I probably will change up the characters a little bit more. I may build a couple more houses. I'm not sure if I'm going to do speed builds for all of them. Maybe a couple, like the ones that I'm proud of. Or just for fun, I might just record them anyway. I'm not sure if I'll put all of them up, but basically in this series, I'm doing what I used to do when I was a little Lido. I used to delete all of the base game houses that came with the game, and then I would rebuild the entire town with my own buildings and things. So that's what we're going to be doing in this series. I'm excited to start this journey with you guys. Going to start a whole new world together. Excited. There will be some things like community lots that I will be downloading from the gallery, but of course I will be sharing those with you guys where I got them from. And oh my goodness, I am in love with their sunroom. This sunroom for this place is so cool. And I am also super in love with those little wall socket things. I will have to find the link for that for you guys. It is so cool. They're like light switches, not sockets. I don't know why I said that, but basically you can change the lighting, the color of the room, turn them on and off or whatever, the dimming and everything, all of those light options that you usually have, but it's an actual object and it's so cool. I love it. It's interactive and it suits the game so much. It really adds something to the room. It makes it look really nice and I love it. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. I am in love with all of these little CC accents that I've gone and downloaded, like this artwork. I just love it. It suits the theme of this house and the series that this house is going to be used in. So as you know, as you don't know yet, but this lounge room is going to have a bit of a transformation later on. I do make it kind of boring at the beginning. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm very OCD with colors matching, but other times I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna mix and match. And mix and match is sort of the theme of this, the style and genre, I guess, the clothing style the fashion that all of the characters are going to be mix and match and colorful, like Berry Sims, but without the skin being a different color. All of their hair colors are going to be pretty crazy though. But sometimes I kind of get into this role where I want everything to match. I did have some yellow items on that table there, but everything else seems to be kind of sticking to this normal green and blue, which is okay. It matches the wallpaper. I love that checkered or plaid wallpaper. It's my favorite in the game. It is by Maxis too. By EA or whatever. And I know, it's one of my favorites because it's just so childish and adorable and I love it. And we continue it up here. Now we are putting in a little study. It's like a little nook where there's all these cute little things. I do put in some expensive things. I probably, for the Let's Play, just to make it a bit more fun, I might delete some of the technology and downgrade a couple things just for the sake of gameplay because, if you have too much good stuff, sometimes it can get a little bit boring. But I don't know, while I'm building, I'm usually just I wanted everything to look perfect. And maybe in the future of this LP, I can look back and be like, okay, I want to add this and that I had at the beginning. And it'll be like a reference. And I can, something, what is it called? A vision board. It's like a moving vision board, like a filmed vision board. This is how I want my house to be. This is the goal. The goal of the series, not really, but, okay. Now we're getting into the fun stuff, redecorating the lounge room. I love how cozy and little this little corner this little room with the with the lounge and the TV and stuff. It's like the entertainment room, I guess. Something I could have added into this build is a piano, but you never know. I don't think the sim in this series will be playing the piano. Maybe the guitar. I don't know. She might be more of a gardener, actually. And I play around with some of these things. A couple of times I do close my game and add more and more CC. And that's the reason why I kind of, sometimes it's jumping around. Like I won't finish a room and then I'll come back and start a new room, and then I'll go back and then finish the room that I didn't finish. I just got so confused at what I just said, but that's the reason why I'm in the bedroom now, because I wanted to go and find some more CC. I do find some really cool bedroom CC. I find some beds and things where you can have like separate mattresses to your bed frame, which is so neat. Like it looks like it's from the game, right? It doesn't look bizarre or anything, but it just, it looks really cool. And I'm exploring this world of build mode CC and I'm loving it. I am in love with it. Again, this bedroom ends up being a little bit boring. I may change it up for the LP. I just don't know what I just said. I did wake up at 5 a.m. So if I sound a little bit tired and stuff, that's because I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. So, but yeah, this bedroom is a little bit boring and traditional at the beginning. I do kind of spunk it up, inject some spunk. Oh God, that sounds dreadful. And now I'm adding some of the cute CC that I found. Look at these cushions. I love rainbow stuff. Like my name is Kaleidow, but I actually do love rainbow stuff, and I am in love with these cushions. They are so cute. There's like one with little love hearts, one with like cute little polka dots and stripes. Oh man, I love it. And this room looks really nice and welcoming, but playful. It's very playful. That's what this LP is going to be all about. Just having fun. It's going to be very playful and childish, but in a good way, not in a silly Billy way. Oh, I like silly Billies though. That's one of my favorite terms, silly Billy. And, okay, now we are back into the room, and as you can see, I have this new CC, which makes me able to, like, I'm able to separate the frame from the cover, and then I go back in here. I'm so all over the place when I'm building. I am sorry. It's just how I am, okay? And I put a lot of effort into the positioning of every single little thing. I'm very, very meticulous. It's just how I am. I'm sorry. And that's also why it takes so long to edit these videos, and I have to cut out some bits. There are little bits and pieces here and there that I did cut out because I just had too much footage, and we wouldn't have been able to fit this into a okay sized video. I would have been talking for like an hour if I didn't cut out some bits, but hopefully you guys are okay with what you're seeing already. And also the pile of folded up clothing there is also CC. I really like it. Comes in a whole bunch of cool pastel colors. I decided to put some florist stuff there. I don't know why. I kind of just thought it was adorable. I love these books. These books are like my favorite. They're just chunky and huge. They're cool. And the color is really nice, and it suits the lounge room. Back in the bedroom, we have that cool clothes rack, which has all of the cool clothing, which I reckon our main sim definitely would wear. Like, look at that array of clothing. So cute. I also put in these I think this is a CC cabinet. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I really like the color of the lime. It's very subtle. It's not a contrast. They kind of complement each other, the canary yellow and the little bit of the lime. I couldn't really find a wardrobe that really suited it, but I decided that one sort of does. It suits the bed and kind of goes hand in hand. And oh well, you know, sometimes we just have to deal with it. And that pot plant is like my favorite pot plant. I'm definitely going to go on like a pot plant shopping CC spree because, oh man, I am in love with I love pot plants. Like, if you guys know me if you knew anything about me in real life, I am in love with gardening. I'm a very outdoorsy person. I love gardening. I also love fishing, but I don't like catching the fish. I like just being outside. I feel sorry for the fish once I catch them, sadly. Oh, something so cool about, I love that. I love that table. It is so cute. That table is so cute. I didn't even know it was a thing, but it is adorable and I love it. In the other room, in the blue room, I really love that we can use some of the items that you don't have unlocked. So you don't really have to have that unlock entitlements cheat to get the beds that you want. And that bed frame is one of my favorites. It's just so like, it's not vintage, it's like country style, but it's simple and lovely. And I like that blue color too. I think I used that bed, well, the original bed, I used it in my Van Gogh room build. There again is that adorable pink, pastel colored clothing that's all folded up. I don't know why there's folded up clothing on the wardrobe, on the drawers, but then there's like messy clothing on the ground. I don't know, I just felt like adding that. I am definitely one of those people, one of those simmers who just over decorates. I remember back in the day, when I used to decorate, remember when you would decorate back in the game on console, I'm not sure if this was on PC, but you had a limited amount of items that you could have on a lot. That was so restricting. You don't understand my feels right now. But I used to struggle so hard. I wanted to put so many more items in the game on my lot in my house than I was allowed to. It used to make me so upset. Oh man, I just remembered that now. I'm so glad that we don't have that in The Sims 4. So now we are up to doing the outside, and I love doing gardens and stuff. I'm not very good at them. But you know, practice makes perfect. I do put a little adorable cute sunflower garden over here, and I resized some of them so it looks really lush and thick and awesome. And I also like that little side veranda there that goes into the sunroom. It's nice. And oh my goodness, look at that porch swing, guys. Oh my god. And you can use it too. Your Sims can sit on it. It doesn't swing, unfortunately, but it looks really cute, don't you think? Now I'm putting in some bushes. I really like that tree, actually. It looks whimsical and weird, and I never get to use those types of trees, so I was kind of happy that I got to. And I am one of those people who overlay plants a lot. I just like the look of messy gardens. I like messy but neat gardens. And I just kind of experiment and go a bit crazy with all of this garden stuff, with all the flowers. Just putting on all the colors. That's why I have like those wildflowers in different, they're all in rainbow colors. Now I'm putting in some bushes. I don't know what type of bushes these are. They're just flower bushes and they're adorable. And I thought I'd put a different type of garden around the corner there just to make it a bit different. And I loved those little daisies. So cute. Something I really wish we had was terrain tools though. Then I could just make the gardens look a little bit nicer. I also have a bit of a rose garden going on out the back. Something that I did cut out was putting in that hedge. I do get rid of that for the Let's Play because I decide to move the house to another neighborhood. But yeah, right now we're into the screenshots. I hope you guys all enjoyed that and were able to watch that. Like, I hope it wasn't too crazy. There is that amazing sunroom that I adore. The kitchen that I also love. I just love those colors. And the dining room. Very cozy. I like it. Yeah, and that's another view. I like that bowl. It really suits the chairs. A shot from the bedroom. I wasn't able to get a good shot of the cupboards. Another bedroom. I'm not sure if I'm going to have all of these bedrooms in the Let's Play because there'll be only like a couple people living here, and I need them to not have too much stuff. And the study, I added a cute little cube thing in the corner there. So here is the bathroom. I'm really happy with how the bathrooms turned out. I'm not sure if I cut them out or not, but yeah, they turned out really fun and cool and different colored. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am back on YouTube. So excited. I hope you guys are too. A whole bunch of new series are coming your way. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.